Hi everyone, it's Bailey, aka That Blushing Book Girl, and I am back with a new video, and it's been a long time. So let's get into this. So, I've been gone for a few years, haven't I? I have been just working on myself in the past few years, and I've been on a major reading slump. The past 2 years, I've barely read anything. And it's been a little hard, but I'm finally back in a place where I feel like I can join you and just be excited about reading again. So, first, I would like to get into the books that I read in July. I read 4 books, which was really exciting for me, and I feel like the momentum is picking up at this point. So the first book I read is Not Quite Out by Louise Willingham. This book follows a guy who is bisexual, but he is not out to any of his family or friends, and he thinks that that doesn't really matter because he's not really looking for love. That is until he runs into Daniel. This book is... I really enjoyed it. It's got trigger warnings for abusive relationships, abortion, self-harm, drug use. And not to mention, the relationship between the two main characters is quite toxic. And somehow those toxic characters give me warm, fuzzy feelings, and I really enjoyed it, and it focused a lot on non-sexual intimacy, and it was, I don't know, it really made me warm and fuzzy, but it was like a complicated warm and fuzzy. The next book I read is Scooby-Doo Apocalypse. I watched a TikTok and it made me cry multiple times, and it convinced me to read the series. I only read the first compendium, which is the first 6 issues. So I feel like I can't really rate it until I finish the series. There's 6 of them all together. But I'll let you know how I feel about the rest of the series, but I did finish that one. I also read When Breath Becomes Air. I listened to this on the audiobook. It is about a man who is dying from lung cancer after being a resident neurosurgeon. It's nonfiction. It's very devastating. You know at the beginning that he dies, and it just really hurts. It deals a lot with what makes life worth living, and it's a very thought-provoking book. The last book I read was God, I Feel Modern Tonight, and it's by Catherine Cohen. She is a comedian. It wasn't like a work of art, but it was funny, it was relatable. I gave it 5 stars just because I enjoyed reading it so much. There were so many lines where I was like, mood. That is a mood. So it was really worth the read. It's only 69 pages, which I feel like might have been on purpose. Just saying that. So that was great. I also want to talk today about my TBR for August. I have a little bit of an ambitious TBR because I'm just so excited to be back into reading. This here is my TBR cart. I have The Wicked and the Divine graphic novel. This is the first graphic novel, I believe. I don't know. Yeah, number 1. I bought this book, Rat Queens, the other day. It is about like a female adventuring party. I don't know if that showed up. It's about like a female adventuring party, and they're all kind of like funny. Like there's a rockabilly elven mage, a Violet the hipster dwarven fighter, Dee the atheist human cleric, and Betty the hippie smidgen thief. And it just sounds really funny and like feminazi and awesome. Of course, I've seen so many other people have this on their August TBR, Malibu Rising. I think I don't really need to tell people what that's about because so many people have it on their TBR. The other 2 Taylor Jenkins Reid books I've read, I've adored. So I'm hoping for great things from this one too. This is Fat Chance Charlie Vega. I've not really actually seen this anywhere. I saw it at my bookstore, but I got it at the library. I guess I can't really tell you what it's about, but there's a fat main character, and that's about all I need to read something. I saw another YouTuber recommend this. I will link her down below so you can see her review, but it sounded really interesting, and I found it at the library, and it was an instant grab. Now these ones, this manga, I have read the first 3 of these, but somehow in my collection they got lost. I think I lent them to a friend that I no longer speak to. So I had to pick it up. But the thing about the library was, this happens very, very rarely, but they had 9 of them. So I picked up all 9 of them, so I have to read the whole series. That's my plan. I've started this one. I'm not going to say the name of it because I don't know if YouTube will like that, but I've started it. It's very interesting. I've heard great things about this, and it's such a small read that I thought I'd read it. It's like a sci-fi, and I found the audiobook and this book, so I can read them both at the same time. I promised my dad a long time ago that I would read the Dresden Files books, so I'm going to try to read it this month. I've started it before, but I'll have to restart it. And so this is about a wizard in Chicago, and I think it'll be really interesting. So I'm going to read that. These are the 2 books that I'm in the middle of right now. Gideon the Ninth. I've heard great things. Lesbian, necromancers, and sword fighters. Wonderful. And then The Devil in the White City, which is about H.H. Holmes, a murderer, but also about architecture of the Chicago World's Fair. And so, yeah, these are the things that I am hoping to read this month. Oh, and then of course I can actually listen to like biographies and autobiographies while I'm doing something else. So I'm planning to listen to the audiobook of Michelle Obama's autobiography, Becoming. And I've heard great things. It's a little long, but I should be able to finish it throughout the month of August. And after I came off this reading slump, I went back and looked at my Audible and realized I have a lot of books, so that was kind of interesting. I now have a new rule. For fiction books, I have to read them at the library first and then buy them for my shelves, only if I like them, because my shelves are getting too full and I have so many of them that it just makes sense. And the reason I like to buy books, besides highlighting in them, is so that I can lend them to other people and be like, hey, check out my books. So it makes sense to only have the books that I really like. Alright, I know that was a really quick video, but that's about all I have today. I'm just excited to be back here. I'm excited to meet new people in the bookish community. I have my Instagram and my Twitter linked down below. And I just would really like to talk to you, so comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.